Hi again, guys. One more super quick live on protein powder. This is in the same question. So the question was, what are my thoughts on 100% whey protein powder? My thoughts are, if it's organic, so it doesn't have a whole bunch of nasty hormones in it, it's a good option. Personally, if you look at research, you can look at research for days that support 100% whey protein powder and say it's the worst thing you can possibly do for your body. There's also a ton of research that says plant-based protein powder is the best thing you can possibly do and it's the worst thing you can possibly do. So depending on who you want to read, really there's a bazillion different opinions. I'll give you mine and sort of where I've shaken out on that whole debate. There's a decent amount of research that shows that whey protein powder is linked to higher levels of lactose intolerance, and it's linked to common hormone imbalances. Think about this. This is the way I think about it, especially even thinking about cow's milk. We are human beings. We are not designed to be the size of cows, and we don't want to be the size of cows. And so whey, which is the protein that's in milk, is designed to make cows, not to make humans. What I coach my men clients who are like trying to bulk up and trying to get huge, and that is their goal, I think whey is a great option. It's usually pretty pure as long as you're going with the organic version, and it's really designed to bulk you up. It's designed to have a ton of protein, and so if that's your goal, whey is great. If your goal is lean muscle mass and to be more human-sized, I think plant protein powder is a much better option. With plant protein powder, you end up risking having it being contaminated with pesticides or with heavy metals, just in the way that it's processed. So you want to do some research on the protein powder that you're choosing and make sure that it's checked by a third party for contaminants, and make sure that it's not just organic, but actually organic. There's two protein powders that I use, and I won't mention them because I don't want to tear people down. If you want to ask me privately, I'm happy to tell you. But there's two protein powders that I use that are supposed to be the best on the market and the cleanest for organic, vegan, plant-based protein powders. And there's a study that came out about 2 years ago that did 200 comparisons of protein powders, and both of these that I thought were the best were like at the absolute bottom in terms of like super high levels of contaminants, and I thought that they were really good. So I have since then jumped on the Juice Plus train. They do third-party testing on every single batch that ever comes out. They are one of the absolute purest and cleanest protein powders that you can buy. And the last 10 cents that I would add on protein powders is that if you're just doing protein, unless you're mixing it into a really well-rounded smoothies that also has carbs and fats and all of that, you're actually in a macronutrient imbalance, which can be really bad for your body. So when you're thinking about protein powders, especially if you're a normal person trying to look normal, feel normal, have energy, protein powder isn't the best. You want something that's a little bit more complete and well-rounded. So I use Juice Plus Complete. It's got the right balance of macronutrients, and it's super pure and clean. And I know that it's super pure and clean because it's third-party tested, and they've got over 100 third-party research articles on it as well. I'll use that if I'm in a pinch for breakfast. It's a great option to throw in my suitcase when I'm traveling because I know that I won't have to grab a junky snack. I just have a Juice Plus protein powder, and it's fairly inexpensive. It's pretty reasonable when it comes to protein powders. So that's my 10 cents. If you're trying to bulk up, whey is a great option. If you're trying to find something that's just really pure and straightforward, whey is a great option. If your goal is weight loss or weight maintenance, I would go plant-based. And I would do a ton of research on the plant-based that you're buying. Just because it's sold at Whole Foods or natural grocers and it says it's organic does not mean that it's really good for your body or that it's pure. Protein powder is a highly processed food. So you want to make sure that you're buying something that's as pure and clean as possible. I will link to Juice Plus below. I think it's the best option there is. And I've done a lot of research. So check it out. If you're watching Facebook Live, it's going to be linked below. If you're watching on Instagram, it's linked in my profile. Check it out, read the research, decide for yourself. But my personal opinion is plant-based and plant-based that is third-party tested for contaminants. So I hope that's helpful. Feel free to post comments. If you want to know more specifically about what I use, feel free to direct message me. I just want to make sure that we're honoring everyone in the industry. So that's my 10 cents, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.